He did. And what's so remarkable is that every single major media reporter in America went along with this, this station excluded, obviously.
Matt, if it wasn't for a compliant media, it wouldn't have worked. It would have been a bunch of intelligence officials making statements. But the media was stenographers for this story. And it ruins people's lives. Michael Flynn, Paul Manafort, solitary confinement. They almost arrested Jared Kushner. This goes all the way through. But a lot of people are saying we've been through this. What's different is in this annex, in these burn bags that were found in the FBI. But the New York Times on Friday comes out and just show this headline, because you tackle this in your column. They basically say, could it be that the information that Matt Taibbi and Brian Kilmeade are talking about right now is Russian disinformation, and it wasn't them? So if you could stay with this, can you buy that? Do you think the Russians are duping us?
No, there's no question that they had an enormous amount of material. It was taken seriously enough by James Comey that he moved up the date of his announcement of the end of Hillary Clinton's email investigation. And the denials that the New York Times is writing about today, and I'm just so exhausted by this process, Brian. I know. Every time they come out with some new cockamamie thing, and we have to take time to knock it all down again, and eventually it's admitted later. But these are non-denial denials. They talk about it being put together by spies, and the people who are mentioned in the story, they say they don't recall it happening. But if you actually look at what they say in these interviews, they say things like, yeah, I don't remember doing that, but it's possible that I proposed that kind of plan, and it's possible that if I proposed it, it would have been accepted by the campaign. It's embarrassing.
Lastly, in the conclusion, people want to see some type of consequences for this unsavory action. If we talk about consequences, note there's a statute of limitations. What do you expect?
Well, I don't know. I think that's the last remaining mystery in all this. I know from talking to people who are close to all these investigations that they're not doing this as part of any kind of hearts and minds campaign. They don't expect that the press is going to suddenly stop on a dime and make their case to the American people. They're doing this for a reason, and they're doing it to make cases that we know that there are criminal referrals that have been made, investigations have been started. We just don't know exactly what they're going to charge. It's going to be some kind of conspiracy case, but conspiracy to do what exactly isn't clear. But the evidence is abundant, and they've completely exploited the myth of Russiagate at this point.
And if people want to know the latest,